Cowboys keeping it closer than 2 touchdowns with one of these QBs?
7. Maybe, no, wait, let me rethink
Wait.
that. I think I'll go to 8.
What?
8.
Oh, that's Ben DiNucci's number, isn't it, 7? You see, you bad.
I'm going to guess that Cooper Rush will be the quarterback on Sunday. I have always liked Cooper Rush. I didn't say I loved him, but I like him because I have watched him a lot because I watch all the preseason games, and he's played a whole bunch of preseason football over the last 3 years for my Dallas Cowboys. In fact, he's played 11 preseason games. He's completed 65% of his passes, albeit against guys who weren't even going to make the team or be in the league. I got it. But he threw 8 touchdowns to only 4 interceptions in those preseason games. And the Cowboys thought enough of him to give him $2.1 million to be the backup quarterback going into this season before Andy Dalton fell out of the sky into their laps. And they said, aha, we want the best backup quarterback in the league as opposed to Cooper Rush, who has backed up at Dak Prescott the last 3 years. And Dak obviously was Iron Man of the NFL and never hurt, right? You doubting me?
No, I'm just saving it.
So I don't love Garrett Gilbert because I watched too much of him at the University of Texas, where I watched him complete 13 touchdown passes alongside 23 interceptions, which got him out of the University of Texas to SMU, where he had one good year, 21-7 interceptions. And he actually got drafted as opposed to Cooper Rush. He was a 6th-round pick of the Rams in 2014. But I will take Cooper Rush, who, by the way, is only 26 years old. I think he does have a little future in the league. And I will tell you this. He will not unravel like Benjamin Anthony DiNucci did the other night, B-A-D, because he just was bad in the game at Philadelphia. He was overmatched. He was in way over his head. So I believe that Cooper Rush can do one thing on Sunday against the Steelers at home. He will protect the football. I believe he can play a clean game, albeit against the sack masters that are the Steelers. It's Blitzburg. They're going to come after you. Tampa comes after you too, but so does Pittsburgh. But I believe he will hang on to the football. So if he has zero, if they can play a 0 turnover game, and my defense can play as inspired as it did at Philly, where, remember, D-Law, Trevon Diggs made the Pro Football Focus weekly all-pro team, right? And I actually saw Jalen Smith and Wolf Hunter flying around like it was 2018. I actually saw my safeties, Xavier Woods and Donovan Wilson. I saw them make a couple of plays. They actually jumped off my... Yeah, I did. And I'm thinking, if you guys could just create 2 more turnovers like the 4 you created on Give It to 'em Wentz, well, hey, a couple of turnovers, could they just hang in? Could Zeke do a little more of this? Sure, he could. Could Tony Pollard maybe do a little of this? Yes, he could. So I'm thinking they could catch Pittsburgh coming off their big win of the year against their arch rival on the road at Baltimore and just catch them a little flat. It's called a trap game. It's called any double-digit spread in this league. Any professional gambler will say, I'll take that. So you gave me 13.5, not just 10. I got 13.5 points with a team that on paper is much better than its 2-6 record.
No, you're not.
Yes, we are.
Well, as Coach Parcells used to say, you are what your record says you are.
Well, I say we're not.
Actually, you should be over. You should be 0-8. You know that and I know that. Because you should have lost to the Falcons and you should have lost to the Giants.
Andy Dalton saved us.
Yes.
Yep.
So you really should. You're right.
Okay.
You're worse than on paper.
Okay, I say we're better because they have underachieved all year until my defense came back to life at Philadelphia. So I got a good feeling about this plus 13.
Your defense came back to life and let Walker to him go right back down the field and score to him. That was Walker to him did, right?
No, what I saw was Ben DiNucci get stripped, and I saw Vinny Curry on the ground with the football, and he was obviously down.
He wasn't down.
And yet they say,
well, stop fighting.
Okay, Connor Williams finally fought. He did what you wanted him to do for Andy Dalton. He kept fighting. He rips the ball out of Vinny Curry's hands when he was clearly down. And your team, the Green Eagles, they returned it all the way for a touchdown that breaks the game open. Way to go, Shane.
This is what I have a hard time. Okay, you say the Cowboys thought enough of Cooper Rush to tender him $2.1 million. But yet when Andy Dalton came available, they said, nah, you gone. If he's what you thought he was, why would you do that?
Andy Dalton's a 3-time Pro Bowler.
But hold on. You got a young guy that you believe in. You see what everybody else does when they got a young guy they believe in, they clear the deck for him. That's what they did in Tampa with Tua. They believed in Tua. They said, oh, hey, Fitzpatrick, take a seat. You see what they do when they got a young guy they believe in? Okay, if this guy you believed in, why would you need Andy Dalton?
The Dolphins wanted Joe Burrow. It was reported widely before the draft that they had their eye on Burrow.
A lot of teams wanted Joe Burrow.
Trade for him.
Okay, I just want you to tell me if Cooper Rush was all that, chips and salsa, why would you need Andy Dalton, who had just gone 2-11, and was the reason why Cincinnati got Joe Burrow?
Andy Dalton, his first 5 years in the league, averaged 10 wins a year.
That'd have been great had he stopped at 5 years, but he kept playing.
Okay.
And so look at the last 4 years.
Andy Dalton has played in 4 playoff games in this league. So who would you want? Well, obviously you take the Andy Dalton.
If Cooper Rush did what you believed he was,
okay,
and look at your offense. So who's going to protect him from getting hit in his head from T.J. Watt and Bud Dupree?
He will. He will protect. He will get rid of the football.
Let me ask you a question.
He will protect.
If you don't mind me asking, Skip, how many games have you guys played this year in which you did not turn the football over? So here's the game. Dak Prescott, the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, DiNucci, everybody's turned the ball over. So now you're on your 4th-string quarterback, but he going to protect the ball. Okay.
You heard it here first.
Number 7.
Cooper Rush. He's pretty good. I like his body language. I like his poise. I like the way he handles himself.
I like his body language, too, when I see him like this here on the ground.
Yeah. Okay.
After T.J. Watt put that thing on him.
What did I tell you early in the show about the Pittsburgh Steelers? I give you the defense. It's hellacious good.
Yes.
I will not give you the offense. It's being overrated. It basically got run off the field at Baltimore, but Lamar gave it back 4 times, and Ben only turned it over 1 time.
But, Skip, let me ask you this. See, you let what happened Sunday night skew what has happened in the previous 6 games. So you take a little flash. D-Law played unbelievable. Trayvon Diggs made some plays. Now all of a sudden you want to disregard the previous 5-7 games, right?
Did you see Randy Gregory flash the other night?
No, I saw him jump offside. I saw him hit the guy in the legs to get him on 3rd down, get a penalty to keep a drive alive. I saw that. Did you see that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alden Smith and Ty Crawford.
Okay.
That front's pretty good. I think it's come back to life.
Skip.
Linebackers are pretty good. We even got Sean Lee back.
Skip, your front's pretty good. You're 2-6. How is that? I'm trying to figure this out.
They revolted against Mike Nolan's scheme. And the locker room was full of malcontents, all of them free agent signees on defense by Jerry Jones. And last week he said, you're all gone.
Okay.
He ran them all off except for Alden Smith.
Yeah.
I just told Jay Glazer, a rebuilding block.
Right.
So he probably wasn't rebelling against the scheme because he was just happy to be in any scheme.
Right.
After 5 years
Well,
out. So D-Law said after the game, you know, I'm paraphrasing the quote, but it was like, we finally made peace with the scheme and we're saying, okay, we'll try to do it the way it's supposed to be played. And that was the first sign of life I've seen from my defense all year. So maybe if you clear the locker room of malcontents who were justifiably doubting the defense, because I told you I would drop the mic on Mike Nolan. He'd be gone after 6 games, but he's still there because Jerry's doing that passive-aggressive tanking. But we're not talking about winning the game. All I need to do is come within 13.5 points of a team that is playing what is known as a trap game. So I'm good to go. Thank you for that.
What I don't understand is that you talk about Pittsburgh's defense. What happens when Philly doesn't turn the ball over 4 times? So if Pittsburgh doesn't turn the ball over 4 times, like Philly turned the ball over against you, then what?
Okay. What if you realize we'd forced 3 turnovers the first 7 games of the year, and in the 8th game we forced 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can flip the script on you. What if we had created forced turnovers 10 or 12 in the first 7 games? What do you think would have happened?
Skip,
we might have won 3.
What's your MO? What's your MO? Your MO is that you don't create turnovers. So the likelihood of you getting another game where you have 3 or 4 turnovers
are contagious. Mike Tomlin talked about it yesterday. We are going to have to protect the ball because now they got a taste of what it feels like.
So is
they
poor
come
play.
In bunches.
So is your offense.
Yep.
It's contagious. Y'all terrible. It's contagious. Swept through the offense.
I got 13.5 points against a Roethlisberger offense that is ranked 25th in the league in yards gained.
Where
25th?
Where are they ranked in points gained?
Ooh.
What about points gained?
Ooh. Well, all I know is my defense will challenge Roethlisberger's
Is 29
offense.
points the game any good? Could I interest you in that?
It's fair.
It's fair.
I mean, it's not Tampa Bay, but
How many points did Tampa Bay score on Sunday?
25. You mean Monday
Monday night. Yeah, how many? 25 against the Giants.
23. Yep. Giants are really good on defense.
Really?
I've been trying to tell you that all year.
You believe the Giants
Very
are better?
underrated.
Are they better? They're better on defense than Baltimore? Because Pittsburgh scored more. They got 28 against Baltimore.
Pittsburgh had 221 total yards at Baltimore.
I'm talking about the defense.
221.
Y'all be lucky to have that on Sunday. Y'all offense be lucky to have that.
You know what? I like it better. I just went to a 9
Okay.
on my confidence scale.
A
Do
9?
you want to give me some more?
No.
Let's do 15.
Your confidence is that they cover, not that they win.
I didn't say they were going to win.
Hey, that's my point. So
No, it's my point.
No. What's your confidence level that they win the game?
Well, 0.
Okay.
Why would? Well, that's not what we're discussing
That's okay.
here.
That's okay. That's all I want.
Okay.
You want to give me 15?
No.
What do you think
9,
the score is
you know
going to be?
what?
Like 40-3?
No, I think. Hold on. I had the score right here.
Yeah.
Oh,
You got a Pittsburgh-Dallas score?
yeah. You want it?
Yep.
No. I'll save it to you tomorrow. Get it to you
Let's
tomorrow.
just stick to this
I
bet
need
because
more.
right now
Nope.
Skip is sticking with a 9, and I'm here for it. And Monday, I will remind you about this Cooper Rush confidence that
Yeah.
you're so high on right now.
Cooper Rush.
Remember that you said
Yeah,
that.
laugh. Go ahead and
Coming
laugh.
up, the Texans are 1-6 and one of the faces of the franchise. Well, he doesn't sound too happy. We'll discuss next.